what associations do you have or did you have with the language that you are learning now? Did you associate it with movies or with music or with history? What linked that language with your learning the language, apart from the decision to move into that country? In my particular case, I associated German with music, Falco or Rammstein, or some movies, or of course some history, but those were my associations. I didn't know much about the countries, or specifically Austria, the country I moved in, or Vienna, the city I moved in. I didn't know much about it. So I was forced to learn once I made the decision to move there. Learning a language. In the next posts, I'm going to talk about this, and in particular my experience learning German. And I'm sure that you can also learn and then you can also relate, even though it's not the same language that you are learning or learned. The things that we experience and the challenges and the negative thoughts surrounding or linked with learning a language are very, very common. And I want to share my experience with you, and also how I trespassed this and I learned to communicate myself in German and also offer counseling in German. When I made the decision, I was really serious and really driven to learn German. Little did I know that all my goals and expectations surrounding the language were not going to be met in the time frame that I set for myself. I was sure that after 6 months I was going to be fluent in German. That didn't happen. And all those expectations surrounding learning German were also, well, they fade away because I didn't learn the language the way I wanted to. So, like I said before, in this series of videos and posts, I'm going to share with you my experience and also give you the most important advice of all regarding learning a language. Okay, so stay tuned. But before, let me know here in the comments what are your experiences, or what did you experience by learning the language that you learned, or different languages. Here in my community, I know there are bilinguals, trilinguals, fourlinguals. Myself, I speak Spanish, that's my mother tongue, and English and German. And I know also there are different ways of thinking depending on the language. All of this you can find in my blog article that you can see in the link in my bio or here in the comments, where I talk about how did I learn the language and how difficult it is, how challenging it is, but also how possible it is to feel confident and satisfied with your level of that language. Okay? So that's it. Let me know your experiences about bilingualism, trilingualism, fourlingualism, multilingualism, and stay tuned for the next post. And remember, I'm by your side. See you soon.